Hi everyone, welcome to another lost items picture. We have quite a challenging one today with these marbles in a glass jar. So we have glass things in a glass thing. So yes, it could be quite daunting. I think what we're going to do is we'll make our marbles nice and colourful, and then we'll think a little bit more about shine and jars and things like that. Now, when I was young, I had marbles and they always had orange ones, lots of orange ones. So I'm going to start with number 24, which is actually called Scarlet Red, but looks very orangey to me, just the right shade. Now, with each marble, what I'm going to do is make the edge darker than the centre, and I'm going to leave it a bit lighter in the middle, like that. Now what happens with marbles, most marbles, is that they'll be see-through glass with a bit of colour through, and that's how I'm going to try and do these. It's going to be tricky actually, because you can't see the marble through the other one, so maybe I won't. Maybe I'll put colour throughout them. Maybe they aren't marbles, but these circles to me look like they might be air bubbles in the glass, but they could be candies, sweets, whatever you call them. I'm not saying whatever you call them because I've forgotten. Number 5, green. I just, different people call them different things. So I'm going to do, again, dark on the edge, a bit lighter in the middle, like that. Let's do that bit light there. A little bit of green on this one. I don't know what to do with that one. I think I'll just do it in 2 colours. I'm going to ignore that bit. So I'm going to put some white pen on for shine later. Okay, let's grab a blue. I've got number 63 nearby. We use that. So I think, yeah, we're going to colour all of these fully, not leave any white. I think it's just going to be a lot easier because we've got the glass jar to think about as well. There's a lot going on. Let's do this one. So again, darker here, a bit less towards the centre. Yeah, maybe this one. Okay, where to now? We need some yellow, I'm thinking. Let's go for the sand, number 11. It's a nice sort of really vibrant colour, which is what I think we need so that it shows up a bit. So darker here, a bit less here. It's quite difficult with this colour to show you dark and light. Just do what works best for you. I want that bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got orange and yellow. Let's go back through. Let's do a red. Number 29 is the carmine red. Let's use that one. Gosh, I don't know if you can see that. Anyway. We do one here. You can of course choose whichever colours you wish. You don't have to copy my colours. If you've got particular favourites that you might have had as a child, or just favourite colours. Do a little bit of pink. Actually I think I'm going to go quite dark. I think I'm going to go for the 61, which is the dark mauve, just so that it sort of shows up a bit. It's got a lot of vibrant colours going on. There we go. Oh, I have to do a few more. I just thought, oh, I'll just do one. I better not. I'd do a few. It's going to look a little bit old otherwise. Yeah, that'll do. I don't like that colour very much in there. It doesn't quite seem to work. So we'll go to number 6, which is our violet instead. That's better. Around there. And then this one. Okay, there's a lot of colour. We've got blue, we've got green. Should we do, let's do a brown. Why ever not? Number 72 is a really sort of vibranty colour. This is called dark sand. We'll try this for a few. They're quite close together, a lot of the ones that need more colour. So I'm trying to go dark around there, a bit less towards the middle, and that one. Now we need another colour. We could go for a dark brown, or I don't want to use a grey. Let's go 77. This is the tobacco brown. It's quite a dark one, as you can see. I don't think I ever had brown marbles, but you know, why not? There we go, all filled in. Now I'm going to add some. Shall I do that? Yes. Number 9. What I'm going to do is add a tiny bit of shadow between each one. So where they're sort of overlapping, I want a bit of shadow to make them look slightly more three-dimensional rather than the big mishmash of colour. I hope this is going to work and not just look like a dirty, muddy splodge. That's a bit better. I think it's worked. We're going to put some shine on them in a minute. We're going to do the jar first. I'm going to use the Dove Grey, number 83, because it's slightly bluey and I think that's quite a nice colour for glass. Now, we've done glass before in different ways. I'm going to use the way that I tend to do it, which is I start right at the edge. Some people don't, they leave a white gap. I've tried that before. I've shown you one like that. And now I'm going to fade towards the middle. Okay. So I won't colour over the items, but hopefully we can give the impression of behind glass in a bit. I'll worry about that in a minute. Let's just get this grey down first. So here we're going to really fade it as we go towards the centre of our sort of jar. Leave a bit of white. Probably didn't leave enough, but never mind. There is our grey jar, and we'll do the lid and then we'll worry about getting our shine. I've decided to take a colour from the marbles for the lid, and I'm going to use 29, which is our carmine red, just because it's really bright and fun. And I'm going to trying to make it a little more intense on the edge and then less towards the middle, like that. And then it will hopefully emphasise the curve on the lid, because this bit is nearer to us, so there'll be less shadow. I think that's worked. Go around this part, and then the lid, which I think will be slightly lighter because it might be catching the light from above, but we still want it a bit dark on the edges compared to the middle. There we go. Let's do the label, because if I don't I might smudge any white pen that I'm going to use in a bit. I'm going to do the label in the green. I think the green was 5, and I'm not going to do it too dark. Keep it a little lighter. I'm holding the pencil further down, colouring it with it on its side, and that produces less of an intense colour. There we go. Right, now we'll use our Jelly Roll 10 to do some markings. Right, I'm going to start with the edge of the jar and I'm going to go over Johanna's lines that she's drawn in black. If the pen will work, come on pen, there we go. The difficulty with white is that if you go over the top of a bit you've done already, it can not show up. Now I'm going to do some shine on our marbles on both sides of some of them, just on the edges like that. Now I'm going to do some jar marks across as well, just a few. I don't want to go all the way across the jar, but I want to make sure we know that they're inside. So by putting some of our white shine on top of them, it gives that impression, I think. And just put a bit more in there like that, and there we go. I'm going to leave that now, but I think that just helps it look like it's inside the jar. So I think that is it. I'm just having a quick look. No, I didn't do any shine on that one. There we go. That now I'm done and I'm happy. So there are either marbles or gobstoppers, sweets, whatever they might be, inside the jar. So that is the end of another row. We've got 4 rows to go. If you're colouring along, well done. You're doing so well, keeping up. I know there's a lot to keep up with, isn't it? But thank you so much for watching. Have a really lovely day and happy colouring.